Good afternoon and welcome to this exclusive interview. I am Michaela Faithright. I am a reporter at the Fatu Network. Today we have the honor of speaking with Honorable Madi Cessay, who is the National Assembly member for the Serrekunda West. We will delve into the pressing issue affecting the Serrekunda West, the political landscape of the United Democratic Party, UDP, and a recent development regarding the female genital mutilation cutting. Thank you for joining us today. So let's begin with a pressing issue in the Serrekunda West during the raining season for sanitation, especially around the markets. How do you think about it?
It's terrible. This is one constituency that since 2017 I have been raising issues of the internal connections within Serrekunda West, but up to date government has not yet come to really deliver what is expected of them. As a member of parliament, you need to bring the concerns of your constituency to the relevant authorities, because they are the ones that collect and entrusted with the taxpayers' money. And when it comes to alleviating their problems, they should come in. But this is one area that ranging from education, health, and communication had been the same since I came into office in 2017.
So let's look at in the area, because you are in charge in the area. So what are some of the things have you put in place so that the rain season, especially because we have a lot of women that are going through some challenges when it comes to the rain season? What are some of the things you have put in place?
One thing I should make clear so that both the viewers and listeners will know is the role of a National Assembly member is basically three key role functions: lawmaking, oversight functions, and representation. And your question is related to representation. When it comes to representation, like I said a few moments ago, that you are the member representing the constituency, you should be able to know the problems in the constituency and bring those those issues to the relevant authorities. And as a member of parliament, you have various ways of doing that. One, you can raise them in the adjournment debates when parliament is adjourning Senate. And two, you can bring it in the by way of parliamentary questions. And three, you can physically go to the relevant authorities and tell them what are the issues in your constituency. And that is where the role of a parliamentarian stops, because the parliamentarians do not have a budget to fix problems like road, problems like school, problems like health. All you need is that to be covered within the representation. And this is what I have been doing precisely for this past 7 years.
So let's look at another area. What are some of the key like solving the problem? What are some of the key things you have put in place so that this thing will minimize in that area particularly?
Well, the minimization of the problems depends on the government in power. For example, when it comes to roads, there is a budget line that goes to Minister of Works and Communication. They are the ones responsible for fixing the roads. As a member of parliament, I have to highlight it, make them know that these things are existing in my constituency, and now it is their root duty and responsibility to fix those problems, because they are the people who are entrusted with the taxpayers' money. I do not have money to fix those issues. I have, like I said, I have raised parliamentary questions about them. I have raised them in parliamentary debates. Now it's up to the government in power to be responsive enough and look at the plight of the people in Serrekunda West and fix these internal roads within the Serrekunda constituency. It's one of the biggest, if not the second biggest in the country. So that responsibility entirely lies in the hands of the government of the day. That is Adama Barrow's government. Let them fix our roads. Let them fix our markets. Let them fix our health issues. Let them fix our educational problems. All what we need to do is to let them know about it, and they know about it. Now, fixing it is their responsibility. Let government fix it.
So a lot of people out there will be saying that you are the the parliament, you are the honorable. So like for a lot, because some people will be saying a lot is like they are looking up to you. So what will you say towards that?
That is why I started by saying, first we must know the functions of a member of National Assembly. And I will reiterate that again. The functions of every National Assembly member is to make laws, to carry an oversight function, and also to represent their people. And this, like I said, qualify within the representation of my people. The plights of my people should be at the limelight so that government knows about it. I should raise these things in various fora, in the parliament, in any other issue, even in this fora like I'm saying. And I'm very pretty sure that government knows about it. There were one time when by Lavin Job was Minister of Works and Communication, he promised that anyway, when the OIC comes, at least Serrekunda West will benefit about 4 roads from that project. So these are some of the things. It's not for the Member of Parliament to go and physically fix these things because we do not have a budget. My responsibility is to represent and put across the needs and the issues around my constituency to the people who really are the custodians of our tax monies. People who are there to really fix these things are them. If, for example, members of parliament were given a budget, I should have been held 100% responsible to fix those roads. But in any case, over the years, parliament was able to create a budget line, which is called Constituency Development Fund. It used to be $300,000 per every constituency once every year. It has been increased this year to $500,000, and this money comes to the constituency, and then members will look where it fits, and it goes there. So far, 3 of those projects have been executed. One was the fencing of the Kotumanjai playing ground. The 2 was the fencing of the Bakote football field. And the 3rd one was also fencing of the Spybar football field at Kololi. So I have 3 wards. So far these 3 wards have benefited, and the next constituency developments will go to Latrikunda and then Dibokunda ward. This is the budget line that members have, and then they can say, oh, fix this. But how much? What can $500,000 do? And even there, not the whole $500,000 goes to the constituency. 10% goes to government. 10% less the amount goes to the constituency. So again, people should know that our responsibilities are to represent, make laws, and also oversight function. But we do not have budgets to fix roads and schools.
So, but is there any like new project that is coming up in these areas that is just mentioned?
No, as far as I know from the previous works minister, is that we will benefit from 4 roads from the OIC, and I know I have seen 1 or 2 of them being really in progress. Apart from that, nothing else.
So, but you know that people will be looking up to you because they voted you in. Don't you think that they are expecting much, especially when it comes to the rain season? Because the rain season has already started now. Don't you think that the people that are expecting much from you?
I think that question is relevant to the Minister of Works and Communication as far as road construction is concerned in my constituency. People, of course, yes, I would not doubt that people expect much from me, but the expectation of my people should be within these 3 functions. Outside these 3 functions, nobody should expect anything from a member of National Assembly. Expect your member of National Assembly to know your problems and to raise these problems at relevant places. Expect your National Assembly member to contribute in making good laws in this country. Expect your National Assembly member to carry an oversight function. And we carry oversight function by way of committee works and also parliamentary questions. So these are the areas that really I would expect that my people will expect much from me, and they have all rights to expect much from me.
So how are you engaging with the local communities and market vendors to ensure that they are part of this solution?
No, the vendors are not part of the solution. These are people who are suffering. They cannot be part of the solution. It's government that will solve it for them, not them. The vendors in my constituency are not part of the solution. It is the central government that should be part of the solution, not my vendors, not vendors in my constituency. They are people who are suffering, and they are paying tax every day. So these are people who are expecting much from government, and not government expecting that solution to come from vendors in my area. No.
So as a key member of the UDP, could you share with us how the party is preparing for the upcoming election?
Oh, we are 100% ready to the next elections that are coming around. First, the the presidential election, parliamentary, and the local government election. Let's this party has been in existence since 1996. So we've contested several elections, and we are very au fait with preparation. So I can tell you that even if election is to be held tomorrow, this party will put up candidates and will contest.
So what are some of the key policies and initiatives that the UDP plans to focus on this campaign?
Already we have given all the Gambian electors our 5-point agenda, which covers women, children, and a lot health and a lot of issues. That was the 5 agenda point that we will expand, because if you want this country to go forward, first, you must make sure that the youths are employed. 3, you must make sure that the economic situation of the country is better. When I say economic situation, that is people's purchasing powers should be looked at. And then you also must have policies and plans in place to kind of control the skyrocketing prices of basic commodities, not all commodities, but basic commodities like rice, flour, sugar, and oil. There should be policies and plans to see how you can maintain and control those things. These are some of the things that when the UDP government comes in, we look at how people are surviving here. If you talk to the current NPP government officials, they will tell you this has gone, that has gone. But what matters is what is the purchasing powers of the people. If on the global finance Gambia is fine and a Gambian cannot buy a bag of rice, then still that does not reflect on the Gambian citizens. So these are some of the areas the UDP will always try to focus on. And secondly, the power situation, the energy situation in this country is horrible. It's still not fixed, and then even though politicians in the current government will tell people that we are supplying, we produce adequate electricity, but this is not the reality. I think people feel it. Even if you say something like that, people will just be laughing at you. Let's take, for example, yesterday from 6:30 to almost 10 p.m., a huge area were all in blackout. So that energy sector also needs to be addressed properly. These are some of the things that when the UDP government comes to power, would look at.
So how is the UDP working to engage and mobilize voters, especially in the Serrekunda West?
Like I said, we are ever ready. We've been in this for several years, and we've been contesting all the elections. So we are ready, I can tell you. We are ready, and that is why we have won the Serrekunda West constituencies 2 consecutive times. 2017, I won there. 2022, I won there. So we are in good shape.
So yesterday was a breaking news that the National Assembly Health and Gender Committee recommended keeping the Women's Act of 2015 unchanged, arguing that the FGMs violate women's basic human rights. What are your thoughts on that?
Is the female genital mutilation or female circumcision, whichever you call it, in the Gambia here, first and foremost is a tradition. Okay. This tradition has been with us for quite a long time. When the bill came to the parliament, it was sent to relevant committees that do the necessary things, they scrutinize it, have interface with people who are stakeholders. And yesterday they laid their report to the parliament and it was adopted. Now we are moving forward to the next stage of the bill, and then we will soon conclude on that. But I can assure you that it's a tradition that has been long with us. And some also have the opinion that it is also religion. So this is what makes it so complex.
So, but as an honorable and a father, what do you think that this must be in place, especially when it comes to the rights of women and girls in the Gambia?
It should be treated maturely, like I said, something that has been with us for ages. If you circumcise a